All right, Nate. Okay, I took a look at this video. At the start, not so good, but towards the end, I think like the last three or four swings is closer to where I want you. So I just want to show you this first swing on how unloaded you are and how much it takes for you to get to your loaded position. Okay, so let's watch this one real quick in slow motion. Way too much going on there. Boom. Okay, so let me break that down for you. I need your stance more there, more in it. Okay. Don't mess around with that. We're in a fight against that pitcher. Okay. So we don't want to be in a weak position to get going. We want to be in a strong position to get going. Okay. Where we feel pretty darn loaded or connected, like we always talk about in the cage. And so then again, all we got to do is relax and pick up. But instead, look how far away from that you are. You got a lot to do, and you got a lot to do. All right. So now you're blending your moves there. So you're picking your foot up, which should be the start of your swing. So remember, this leg kick that you're doing right there, this little pickup, is telling that hip to go. So that's the rhythm. We get that hip and that fastball rhythm right there. Well, instead, you start that hip and then it stops because of your hands. Your hands are still loading. So instead of being there, but more relaxed with your elbows down, you're starting when they're not in their slot. So, again, I'd love for you to start with that knob of your bat facing the catcher's mask from the get-go in your stance. So more in it on your stance, more in your hip, and having your knob facing the catcher's mitt in your stance. So then again, when we go to start moving, all we have to do is relax and let things happen. Watch how you stop your rhythm because you're blending your moves that we always talk about, which causes the crash. And the crash, and this is everybody, we land slightly open, the front foot, front knee, front hip, all gone. Arm bar with our front elbow, and our backside is collapsed, so we can't get the power out of it. And what I'm getting at is you land unloaded because you were a little still loading when you picked your foot up. That is the whole why we connect before we kick. Okay? So that creates a really long swing and bad timing. Now let's fast forward that. I think it might be right here. Oh, right there. All right. Now, I think because I was bitching at you, now you started a little more loaded with your hands, but again, I need them more back and getting that dang direction of the knob right there. Getting that back hip loaded, connected. All right, so on this now, we're a little better when we pick up. See how much more quiet our hands are? Now it's still a little bit, and the knee needs to get that direction where it's hitting that hip. See how your knee kind of leaks. But with all that said, that one's much cleaner, a lot less movement of the hands, correct? So then when you come down, yes, you're still open a little bit, but still pretty good positioning there, still pretty good positioning there, just slightly opened. So then watch the result on that one. Very nice. Very nice. Now, with that said, Nate, that right there, I can live with you with that one right now, hitting like that because I think you'll be successful. But I want to get you so cleaner to where when you land, you're fully loaded, so you're dominating. You can have some moments right now with this and be good, but you're not going to dominate yet until I get you to land right, okay? So I landing loaded. So again, in our stance, that's you're not ready. Get more ready right there. That should be more of our stance. And again, I'd love for the knob to be there. Um, so then when you go to pick up, it's just a relax and kick. So you see how you're still blending a little bit. So when you kick, watch how you kind of get tight right there, right? And your hands kind of take over. Well, you're shutting him down, okay? He can't lead you to the promised land with that. So you're missing out on all that fun. But compared to the first couple of swings, this is much better. But we got to get it to where when you come back down with that front foot, you still got everything. So when you come down with that front foot right there, see how centered you would be? How everything's still closed off. Now again, I need that knob more cocked. But that position is where we should be close to landing right there because that's fully loaded. But you land there. Now again, compared to the first couple of swings, we can still be pretty good right here, okay? But dadgummit, when that foot lands, we need to be loaded. Everything's still centered and loaded. You're just leaked. So you're fighting a pitcher from a 3/4 of a loaded position. Now, in the first swing, I don't think anything was still loaded. So this is much better. But to make it a fair fight against the pitcher, because he's going to get fully loaded to throw to you, you've got to throw your bat, swing your bat from a fully loaded position to make it a fair fight. Okay? Now, you, being as strong as you are, can get away with this a little bit. But why get away with it when you got dominance in there? You can dominate, Nate, I'm telling you. Your swing is already there. We don't even have to worry about your swing. Now, again, if I wanted to break it down because you're swinging from there, it's a little up to the ball, a little draggy, but it's because of the positioning again. If you landed more like that with everything relaxed, down and relaxed, that swing is going to level out and be perfect, okay? So again, not worried about your swing one bit. We've got to get this loading crap done, connecting part. Great swing, though. All right, let's watch the next one in slow motion. Again, get the dang hands back. Again, good swing, though, bub. So again, watch. Your whole at bat, pretty much, you're spending... Where's my hands? Where's my hands? Where's my hands? Oh, I got them. That you should have that positioning, again, better direction right there. But that positioning right there before you pick this darn foot up. That hip should be completely loaded before you pick that leg up, sorry. So again, it's a simple adjustment, but sometimes when I'm just feeding it in your head, saying that, you're kind of getting it, but you're not, because you've definitely made an improvement. But I need your eyes on this to show you how close you are to being a dominant hitter. With this right here, again, I think you can be okay with it, but it can be so much better. Again, you're swinging your bat from a 3/4, maybe 50% loaded, compared to being, that's why we load, Nate. We get loaded, completely loaded, to attack a baseball. You're blending, so that means you're trying to attack a baseball with a load and your swing. Your swing should be attacking now, not your loading. Okay, we should not be loading still. So we've got to get that down, but look how close you are. Got to get those hands back and ready, okay? Is that it? Yeah. So let's make sure you got this down. Okay. So, you should be more ready in the batter's box. Get in those dang legs where you feel like you're the baddest dude in the world. But get more, yeah. See how your stance is just more like 40% of your weight here, 60% here in your hips. Instead of the old 50-50, start 60-40. So 60%, 60%, 40%. Okay? Hands. Get them out of there. Come on. Get them back. Get that knob. I gave you have a direction right there. Your catcher's mask. Put that sucker right on his mask. All right? That's cocked and loaded, ready to go. So those two changes right there is what I want to see when I see you next, okay? And then that will allow you to, when you go to move, You won't be doing that after you kick. That's a hiccup. You're not timing swing there. You're timing that hiccup and your swing, which makes it where you can't dominate. You can have the greatest swing in the world, and if you have a hesitation in your timing, you're going to struggle with timing. And then every once in a while, because you're a good athlete, run into a ball. That is not going to be fun for you. You want to succeed. You want to give yourself a chance every time. And again, good swing, but we've got to get to where we land and you still got everything. Again, the direction right there with the knob of your bat. But having everything, when you come back down, still loaded. Bent and athletic, most powerful position you can be in when you land, compared to landing slightly out of it. Now, don't feel bad about this. My career ended, and this is how most guys' careers end, is we start doing things in the box, that little blend right there, that leaks us open right there. And, man, that gives us holes in our swings. So when we're facing really good pitching, I can throw you up and in and get you out, and I can throw you slow away and get you out with ease. You come back down with everything loaded, there's not a pitch we can't hit. Everything is this easy, so we're catching everything out in front of us. And keeping that elbow bent and relaxed is key to keeping our swing short and reactive. Well, again, by you blending, see how that arm bar just gets stiff right there? Yep. So again, we got to get you out of landing like this and coming back down more like that. Again, with the knob facing there. So they're still cocked and ready. Everything is still loaded. Your front side is still in there when you land instead of slightly leaked. Slightly leaked. I don't want you fighting half cocked. I want you in that fight fully cocked. So again, your foot would be back down, your hands would be cocked, that hip would be leading the charge. All in a rhythm. Rhythm. Right now, you have a stop and go rhythm. So instead of water flowing, you kick, stop, crash, compared to no stopping. That's why we get fully loaded before that foot comes off the ground. So then when we pick up, we're attacking with our swing. Easy stuff, easy fix. This is the stuff I've been yelling at you about, so don't be confused. This is the part where I'm telling you, I'm not going to say you're doing it wrong or anything's wrong. It could be better. We could be cleaner, and it gives you a chance. Because I see your face. When you crush a ball in my cage, I can tell you love it. And if you love it that much, you're going to make these small adjustments so you can do that all the time, not just every once in a while. Okay? So you can become consistent. But again, very fixable, Nate. And notice we're not talking about your swing. We're talking about the loading part, the getting ready part. So I need your stance more ready, knob facing the catcher's mask, back hip feeling connected. So then when you relax and pick up, you're staying loaded instead of getting loaded. Easy. All right, brother.